How's everybody doing? Hello, hello, hello. So we're live right now. Just waiting to see who's all going to join on for trivia night tonight. I got a whole bunch of questions. So I'm going to turn that off. Can I get a check-in of who's here? What's up, Nick? Just putting that in there. A little bit early, so I'm just going to give it a few minutes till we get at least, 3 or 4 people. And I'm going to write names down so I can scoreboard in real time. You saw that. The one from just now? That Groovy Blue is such a good ringtone. I remember it. There's some seriously good ones on there. I'm just gonna make sure the people that are supposed to be here. After the live ended last week, a few people messaged me and were bummed that they missed it. So we got 3 so far. You're in first place now, Nick. Did you see the updated scoreboard? I got a whole bunch of questions tonight too. Yeah, I think you're up by 11 or so. Yeah, you jumped the girl that was in first place after week 1. She had 49 points, but she hasn't been here the last 2 weeks. So I don't know if she's gonna come this week or not. But yeah, she's really good. I want to try something here. It says I can give out memberships on here. I'm just trying to see how to do that. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm supposed to know how to do this, and like my person that I work with on YouTube isn't telling me. I'm just posting a poll. Okay, so who's all here? I got 3 people, looks like, that are watching. I know I got Nick. Who else is here? Got 2 minutes till trivia time starts. Okay, Amanda, you're here though? Okay, there's 2. I have a bunch of questions. These ones are a little bit tougher than last week, so it should make for a more intense trivia. And they're more general knowledge than just like games or video games or toys. So there are some toy ones, there's some TV ones, there's other stuff on there. But it's all 90s. So that should be right in everyone's wheelhouse. I don't know if Peyton is going to be watching tonight. She's at home with her mom right now, but if she joins in, she might know some of these. You should do all right then. There's some like tough ones though, like you really have to know your 90s trivia for tonight. Let me put it to you that way. I felt like the last couple weeks maybe there was a little bit too easy of ones. So questions. So some of these, yeah, there are easy, but a lot of these are more difficult. So I'm expecting to see more like no answers, or the people that do know will be like trivia masters. Looks like we got 6 people here. Can I get a check-in if you are participating in the, trivia tonight so I can write your name down? Make for easier scorekeeping. I went through last week and, did the scores, and a few people had higher scores. It didn't change the outcome, but I did reflect that on the leaderboard. Oh, hey, Chlorine. There you are. Awesome. I can give a rundown of the leaderboard. Oh, okay. I can give a rundown of the leaderboard if you guys want. I don't know if I can change. Yeah, I think I can. I'm just going over to the YouTube page right now. Actually, I can do it from my phone. Hey, Josie. So we got 4. We'll start in 1 minute. I'm just going to give an updated leaderboard for the people that haven't seen the community post yet. And that way we'll all know. We can kind of go from there. You'll know where you're at. Nick is in first, that's for sure. And sorry, I'm getting it on my phone. There we go. We got Music Lover here. We got everybody, the usual suspects. Satellite Sonata's not here yet. We got 10 people viewing though. This could be a good trivia night. Okay, so here's the standings after 3 weeks for the $500 grand prize. It's going to be another 15 weeks, so there's still lots of time. We got Nick Thunder at first place with 63 points. Satellite Sonata, who only participated in 1 week. Hey, Bloop Blop. Okay, we got Bloop Blop here too. Satellite Sonata, who's only been here 1 week, but got 49 points in that first week, which is crazy. Amanda, you got 38 points, so you're in third place all by yourself. Josie, you're in fourth with 34 points, so you're like right there. Angelic Ashley has 22 points. She's in fifth place. Bloop Blop, you got 20 points. You're in sixth place, so you're not far off. Music Lover, you got 10. You're in seventh. Brett, I don't think he's here yet. Brett Becker has 6 points. Chlorine, you got 6 points. You're tied with Brett for eighth. And then Spoink Gaming has 2 points and is in 10th spot. So everybody is doing really well. Tonight's going to be a little bit different. The questions are going to be a little bit harder, but we can start now if everybody's ready. I know Amanda's going to be back around 7:10, but we'll start now. There's plenty of questions for her to answer when she gets here. So, and they're a little bit longer, so it could take a little bit more. Okay, so we're going to start off with the first question. Everybody ready? All right, here we go. What is the name of the stock market bubble that occurred in the late 1990s, fueled by investment in internet-based companies? The common name of this stock market bubble takes its name from a top-level domain in the domain name system. Other top-level domains include edu and org. What was the name of that bubble that burst in the 90s? Told you they're going to be tougher. It's pretty easy if you think about the hint at the end. I can read the question again, or I can give a hint. Okay, so what is the name of the stock market bubble that occurred in the late 1990s, fueled by investment in internet-based companies? The common name of this stock market bubble takes its name from a top-level domain in the domain name system. You would put it at the end of a search string on the top of your web browser. So that was called the something something bubble. What would you put after AOL in a search string, Josie? If you were typing in, there you go. Chlorine, you got it. Chlorine with the first point, the .com bubble. Told you these ones are going to be a little bit harder. Some are easy, though. Okay, here we go. Question 2. Chlorine's on the board. Just down the street from Monica's apartment, Central Perk was a fictional coffee shop and gathering spot for the title characters of what long-running sitcom? First right answer in the comments gets point. Nick came through first. Okay, so Nick's got a point. Told you there's some easy ones too. Okay, here's another one, general trivia. In the 1990s, what illness previously thought to be confined to cattle was found to have been expanded to impact livestock, other animals, and even humans? Good job, Josie. Josie got that one first. Wow, that was quick. Josie, are you on your web browser today on your computer, not on your phone? Because your answers are coming through way faster. Okay, so we're 3 questions in. There we go. All right. So here we go. We're at question 4. Everybody so far, Chlorine, Josie, and Nick have points. Here we go. Jaleel White famously wore huge glasses playing Steve Urkel on what long-running sitcom of the 1990s? What's the name of the show? Not the name of the character. There you go, Nick. You got it. Family Matters is the correct answer. Family Ties was wrong decade. Nick's got 2. Good guess, though. Okay. Here's another. This one's pretty tough. Voice actor Elwood Edwards recorded the famous "You've Got Mail" announcement as well as "Welcome," "Files Done," and others on a tape deck in his home. You'd know his voice if you had which internet service provider in the 1990s? Ooh, they all came in. Oh, okay, Josie got that one. AOL is the right answer. Wow. Okay. This has been good so far. Next question. He only got paid $200 for it? What a ripoff. Okay, here we go. What fitness program is said to have originated in the 1990s when Colombian aerobics teacher Alberto Perez subbed salsa and merengue for his normal workout class music? This was big in the 90s and 2000s. Good job, Chlorine. You got it. All right, here we go. Next question. What logistics company? What? I'm sorry. What logistics company's orange and purple corporate logo was created in 1994 and has a hidden arrow between the 2 penultimate letters? First correct answer. Oh, Chlorine. So fast. That was fast. It is FedEx. FedEx is the correct answer. Okay. I like this one. This one should be good. The hard drinking protagonist of Chumbawamba's 1997 hit Tub Thumping has 4 different kinds of drinks, according to the song's lyrics. One is a whiskey drink, the other is a vodka drink. Name either of the other 2 drinks he imbibes. You can sing it if you want. There you go. Bloop blop. You got the point there. You were first. So you could have said a lager drink or a cider drink. You would have got a point. So bloop blop. You got it. Okay. Here we go. Next question. What athletic and fitness apparel company began in the late 1990s by launching their heat gear and cold gear products? Their 2003 commercial with the tagline, "Protect This House," raised their profile another level. And in 2004, they became the official outfitter of Maryland Athletics. By 2010, they were a $1 billion brand. All started in the late 1990s. Patagonia is not correct. I can give a hint if you guys don't get it. The "Protect This House" tagline should help. Nike is not correct. Okay, I'm going to give a hint and get your fingers ready because this hint's going to give it away. Their logo looks like an X. but the X actually is a U and an A. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And oh, Amanda. I think we'll give it to Amanda. She was just at the cutoff. Under Armour is the correct answer. Amanda's on the board. Yeah, I had no idea Under Armour was a thing in the 90s. Felt like it was more 2000s, but wild. Okay, this one's kind of fun if you're near where I live. What island in the Detroit River shares its name with the Disney princess who starred in a 1991 animated film set in France? I know there's someone. Oh, there we go, Amanda. You got it. Belle Isle is correct. So that was Amanda. Okay, let me see. Okay, some of these questions I'm skipping over to come back to, but this one is a good one. Founded in 1996 by Nelson Gonzalez and Alex Aguila, a subsidiary company of Dell Computers known for making gaming machines is Blankware. Fill in the one word blank. Also a 1979 Ridley Scott film in which Tom Skerritt had a hard time being, there you go, a spaceship captain. Amanda, you got it. Alienware is the correct answer. There's some like good hints at the end of some of these questions, so it should help. Here we go. Pop. This is music trivia from the 90s. After the breakup of Nirvana in 1994, Dave Grohl went on to found what alliteratively named Seattle band? Nick Thunder with Foo Fighters. Yep. That is correct. Okay. Next question. Aunt Viv's husband, Uncle Phil, runs for Supreme Court judge against his former law school mentor in an episode of what 90s sitcom? Nick first with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's correct. So Nick's got 4. So here we go. We got Nick at 4, Chlorine with 3, Amanda with 3, Bloop Blop with 1, Josie with 2. That's the score rundown so far. We're on to the next question. This is another music trivia question. It is super easy, so get your fingers ready. What were the names of the 2 rappers who were the focal points of the East Coast and West Coast hip-hop rivalry that ultimately led to both of their deaths in the mid-90s? Nick, you got it. Tupac and Biggie is correct. Here's another TV trivia one. Set in Detroit, what 1990s sitcom featured real-life identical twins Tia and Tamara Mowry as siblings who were separated at birth and reunited as teenagers? Oh, that was close, but Nick got in. Nick was first there. There is a chat replay, so if you're seeing yours end up first on your page and you're not sure that I'm seeing it, you can always check the chat replay. It's all whatever shows up on my screen first. So for some of the really close ones like that one. Okay. Here we go. This one's, yeah, exactly. The fictional Atlanta interior decoration firm of Sugar Baker and Associates was the center of action of what sitcom in the 1980s and 1990s? So I'll read it again. The fictional Atlanta interior decoration firm of Sugar Baker and Associates was the, yep. The fictional Atlanta interior decoration firm of Sugar Baker and Associates was the center of the action of what sitcom of the 1980s and 1990s? This is an obscure one. I don't know how many of you are going to get it. Will and Grace is a good guess, but not the right answer. Mad About You is not correct. So Sugar Baker and Associates was a designing firm. That helps. Like interior design. Kind of has it in the name. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the answer is Designing Women. I don't know if anybody remembers it. It's like an obscure sitcom from like the early 90s and late 80s. Stumped you guys. I think that's the first one of the night. I forget who was in it. I think maybe Dolly Parton was in it. Okay, here we go. That one. Some of these I asked last week. Now 31 years old, Spencer Eldon is most famous as the baby swimming toward a dollar bill on the iconic cover of what 1991 Nirvana album? What's the name of the album, not the name of the band? There we go. Nick got it. That was close. Next question. Here we go. If you were a kid in the 1990s, when you weren't looking for Waldo in the pages of a book, you might have wondered where in the world a certain trenchcoat clad criminal mastermind was. What was the name of the Acme Detective Agency's nemesis? Nick came through first. Carmen Sandiego. Okay. Where in the world? Okay, here we go. Next question. Get your fingers ready. This one should be pretty easy. Zig was what word for a person who aspires to look or act like someone else is the title of the Spice Girls' only song to hit #1 on the US Billboard charts. What's the name of the song, not the name of the band? Okay, so Nick came through first with the correct answer. Wannabe. So Nick's got 3 in a row. Somebody's got to shut him down. It's got that good internet. Here we go. Mo from the Three Stooges had one. It regained popularity in the US for straight hair textures in the late 1980s and early 1990s. I'm talking about a mushroom cut, aka a style named for what piece of dinnerware? Josie, you got it. Well done, Josie. Bowl cut. Okay. Put that one there. I got to update the score on that one. Oh, some of these are just ridiculously hard. I can't even believe it. Irish singer, songwriter Sinead O'Connor received a lifetime ban from Saturday Night Live after ripping up a photograph of what world figure during her 1992 performance? Ooh, Amanda got it. Pope is correct. I'll give a bonus point if somebody knows which Pope. Autocorrect, get you? Bonus point. Which Pope was it? Gonna need to be more specific, Josie. It's not Pope Francis. John Paul III is incorrect. Josie, you got it. You get a bonus point. John Paul II was the right answer. Good answer. All right, here we go. Next question. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah. I was a humongous Jean-Claude Van Damme fan back in the day. I loved him. Her life tragically cut short in 1995 by a former employee. What Texas born, one named singer was known as the Queen of Tejano music? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Nick, you got it. Selena is the correct answer. Okay. All right, some sports trivia. Oh, hold on. I don't want to lose power. My computer unplugged for a second. Okay. What Green Bay Packers quarterback of the 1990s and 2000s played in a record 297 consecutive regular season games? Man, I'll give it to you. It's not farce, though. As a Lions fan, it was the bane of my existence. Okay, I would not know this one, so good luck. What talking paper fastener who served as a virtual assistant in the Microsoft Office programs from 97 until the mid 2000s will be making a comeback as an emoji, according to the company? There's no way. There's if I'll be. Oh, wow. Good job, Amanda. Clippy is the right answer. Wow. Had no idea that was the thing. I didn't know it had a name. Okay, this one's pretty easy. So, gonna need the actual name of the movie. The only film in the Terminator franchise to come out in the 90s was Terminator 2. Blank. What hypercritical sounding two-word phrase goes in the blank? Nick, you got it. Yeah, great movie. Scared the bejesus out of me as a kid. Like that scene where the nuclear weapon goes off and she's standing at the playground. It's just pure terror as a kid. I remember that was like my ultimate nightmare. What is the name of the German board game invented in the 1990s where players compete to settle, build, and connect cities on an island game board comprised of hexagonal tiles? This one's easy. Sorry is not correct. Catan is correct. Josie, I'll give it to you. You're pretty close. Nick spelled it right, but Josie came. I think I know what you're meaning. I'm not being that hard yet on spelling. I thought I'm Canadian, right? So I thought Amanda was saying sorry, like she was apologizing, but she didn't know the answer. That's immediately what my brain went to. I was like, oh, you don't have to apologize if you don't know the answer. And then I realized she was talking about the board game Sorry. That's how you know you're Canadian. Yeah. So I'm like, why is she saying sorry? Like, did she do something wrong? Made me laugh. Okay, here we go. The most successful pinball machine of all time has sold over 20,000 units since the early 1990s release. Like many pinball machines, its theme was based off a pop culture phenomenon and contains objectives such as the mansion, graveyard, thing, and Fester's tunnel hit. What piece of pop culture is this machine designed around? Back to the Future is not correct. Adam's Family is the correct answer. I'll do a score update, bloop blop, in 2 questions. Adam's Family is the correct answer. I feel like the last hint kind of gave it away. Fester's tunnel hit. That would have been a tough question except for that part. Okay, 2 more questions until I give a score update. What, I don't know how to say this word. What portmanteaued beverage term was initially developed, named, and trademarked by George Howell's Massachusetts coffee shop chain before eventually being acquired by Starbucks in 1994? It's a type of a drink. Venti is not correct. Ooh, Nick, you got it. Frappuccino is the correct answer. I had no idea. Okay, last question until I give a score update. Here we go. Melissa Joan Hart played which darling teen who explained it all on a Nickelodeon sitcom that ran from 1991 to 1994? Wow, Amanda, you were so fast on that. It is Clarissa. When I was reading the question, I thought Sabrina, so it's not. It's Clarissa. She must have been in 2 shows. Okay, so I gotta update these questions. Nick. Just updating the scores right now, and I'll have an update here. Everybody's doing really well tonight. Okay, here's the update on the scores. So far, we've got Nick has 13 correct. Amanda has 7 correct. Bloop Blop, you've got 1 correct. Chlorine, you've got 3 correct. Josie, you've got 5 correct. And we continue. So it's still anybody's game. Everybody's within 4 or 5 of each other. If you were a kid in the 90s, you probably begged your parents to buy you a box of which fruity gummy candies that unleashed an explosion of gooey flavor when you bit into them. Love these. I loved these. Oh, that was so fast. It says Nick right at the top. Right, Nick was first there. So Nick got in just before Amanda and Josie. That was like so fast. Here we go. In 1997, David Wolf became the first American to vote from where? A Texas state law enabled him to do so. Ooh, Amanda, you got it. Space is the correct answer. Puerto Rico. No, not correct. I would love to ask this question, but I don't think I can pronounce the answer. I'll try. Maybe you guys will know it, and I won't have to give the answer. Lindt expanded their chocolate empire in the 1990s with the acquisition of what California-based chocolate company founded by and named after an Italian immigrant? Wow, Amanda, you got it. You know your chocolate. Garrett, is it Ghirardelli? Is that how you say it? Amanda's making a push for the leaderboard, for the top of the leaderboard today. I think you finished twice in second place, Amanda. So you're doing good. You got a chance tonight. In the early 1990s, the tagline of the UFC was "There are no blank." What word fills in the blank? In the early 1990s, the tagline of the UFC was "There are no blank." What word fits in the blank? Quitters is not the correct answer. Back in the day, UFC was Chlorine. You got it. Rules. You ever watch one of those old UFC fights? It's mind blowing. The original version of the song "Torn" was released in 1995 and sung by a Danish pop star, Lise Sorensen. It didn't take off until which American pop star released her cover of the song in 1997? Mandy, you got that one. I don't know, Blue Blob. I think everyone else is hearing me all right. Maybe check your volume. Can everyone else hear me all right? Okay. Loud and clear. 10-4. Okay, next question. What is the name of the last rainforest in the title of the 1992 film? The magical characters of the forest try to save their home from logging and pollution. Amanda, you got it. Fern Gully is the correct answer. Nick, Amanda's catching you. Okay, here we go. Next question. Zombie and Linger were two of the biggest 1990s hits for what fruity Irish rock band fronted by Dolores O'Riordan? Ooh, that was close. Nick, you got it. Nick got another point. I would get this question right. This might be tough if you're not from my country. Brian Mulroney, Kim Campbell, and Jean Chrétien each served during some part of the 1990s as Prime Minister of what country? Josie, you got it. Canada is the correct answer. Brazil is not correct. Kim Campbell was actually the first female Prime Minister of Canada. Bill Pullman played the role of President Thomas J. Whitmore, a former fighter pilot and Gulf War veteran who delivered a highly acclaimed fictional speech in what 1990s action movie? Nick, you got it. Independence Day is the correct answer. Bart Gets Hit by a Car and Reality Bites are 1990s episodes featuring an ambulance chasing lawyer and real estate agent Lionel Hutz on what television series? They are sweet toys. Nick, you got it. The Simpsons. Is everyone here a big Simpsons fan? Oh, sorry. We're pretty big Simpsons fans here. So I would love to mix in more Simpsons trivia questions because I feel like they're awesome and there's a million things you could ask. But it's kind of a niche subject if you're not a big Simpsons fan. Yeah, it's pretty much when it kind of like went downhill for me. I still watch from time to time, but I watch the old episodes more. The old episodes are, yeah, completely agree. Okay, here's the next question. I'll do a leaderboard update in a few questions. In 1997, Diana, Princess of Wales, died in a car crash that took place in a tunnel in which European capital city? What city did Diana die in? France is the country. There you go, Amanda. You got it. Paris is the correct answer. Okay. I'll preface this. I had no idea this was the actual thing, what it meant. So we're all about to learn something tonight. Invented in the mid 1990s by Masahiro Hara from the Japanese company Denso Wave, the QR code system today is used by hundreds of millions of consumers. What does QR stand for? We're all quick read is not correct, but it's a good guess. I had no idea. Like no idea. You're so close, Amanda, with your guess. It's quick something. I'll give a hint. Amanda, you got it. Quick response. Quick response is right. Good question, right? That's so ridiculous. I guess it makes sense. Quick response, but wow, what a question. Next question. Here we go. What 1990 Rob Reiner psychological thriller gave Kathy Bates an Academy Award for playing a nurse that holds author James Caan hostage so he can rewrite one of his books? Based on a Stephen King book, the title implies sad things are going to happen. Misery is the correct answer. Amanda had it before I even read the question. If you guys have watched my videos on this channel, you'll know that I'm a ginormous Stephen King fan. Like, my number one thing I collect is Stephen King books. That's pretty much my, yeah. The book is so much worse. What she does to him in the book is deranged. I read that book and The Shining back to back one summer, and they're the only two Stephen King books that I've ever read that I had to put them down in the middle because I was so freaked out. Yeah. Well, in the book, she's just nasty. Like, she takes water and cleans a floor and doesn't, like, she takes a bucket of water and she's like cleaning the floors in his room and doesn't give him anything to drink. And then he's so thirsty. She goes, "Oh, you want a drink?" And she makes him drink the mop water. And it's just like stuff like that is just, she's the worst. She's like the best King villain. Yeah, super intense. Yeah, if you haven't read Misery and you're into that kind of book, it's it's probably 2 or 3 day read if you read like an avid reader, and it's amazing. It's amazing. Okay, so man, I got that one right. Yeah, okay, I got your point. Okay, here we go. Next question. One of the longest running original Cartoon Network series ran from 1999 to 2009 and featured three boys with the same name and their adventures in a cul-de-sac. What is this show? Man, I got it. Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Okay. Here we go. What is the name of the show within a show conceived as a parody of the PBS This Old House that was hosted by Tim Taylor on the 1990s hit sitcom Home Improvement? Home Improvement. It's the show. Yeah, you go, Nick. You got it. Tool Time. Tool Time is the name of the show within a show. Oh, Home Improvement. Would have made a crazy show. I'm sure. Yeah. So Nick got that one. What's the name of the character that Tim's assistant plays for a bonus point? Yeah, I bet it is. Al, oh, Big Al Borland. Yeah. So I'm gonna give Josie a point there. I'll give Nick an extra point. Good job, everyone, on that. Big Al Borland. What actor hosted the Academy Awards a whopping 6 times during the 1990s? His 9 total hosting stints are the second only to Bob Hope's 19. This guy hasn't been in a movie in I feel like forever, but in the 90s, he was in like every movie. I can give a hint, but you'll have to have your fingers ready because as soon as I give the hint, you're going to know who I'm talking about. So the hint is oh, you're so close, Chlorine. The guy, he was in City Slickers. There you go, Amanda. You got it. So Billy Crystal. Like he hasn't been in anything in a long time. I feel like I haven't seen him. Did he just retire and not want to do movies anymore? Okay, next question. There is a series. Mike Wazowski. Yeah, that's right. That's like his last role. There is a series of Canadian children's books that was adapted into a late 1990s TV show about an anthropomorphic turtle. This turtle attended a school in which the character Mr. Owl worked. What is the name of the show? Nick, you got it. It is Franklin. It's Franklin. Next question. I'll do an update. There's 4 more questions, and I'll do a score update. It's pretty close. After his book Invisible Monsters was rejected, Chuck Palahniuk worked as a diesel mechanic while finishing up what 1996 novel, narrated by an unnamed insomniac, with a new soap-making pugilist best buddy? The mechanic is not correct. Good guess though. I'll read the question again. Oh, Nick got it. Fight Club. When I was thrifting, I actually stumbled across a signed Chuck Palahniuk book, but it's not Fight Club. It's pretty cool to find though. I found 2 autographed books while I've been thrifting. I found a Chuck Palahniuk book. It's called Pygmy, and I found a George R. R. Martin Feast for Crows signed book from when he did the release. Those are like the 2 coolest books I've found thrifting. Yeah, I did. They're on my bookshelf. I'll have to show you guys one day. Okay, here we go. Next question. On the 1990s sitcom Moesha, the title character was played by what one-name singer of the Sittin' Up in My Room and The Boy Is Mine? Nick got it. Brandy is correct. Nice point. Brandy is the correct answer. Here we go. Next question. Apparently, this show has become controversial all of a sudden. What eponymous star of a show about nothing did an American Express commercial in the 1990s in which he played cricket and said, "Wicked Googly"? Seinfeld is the correct answer. Apparently, that show has become controversial now. I saw that on social media today. In 1999, Jesse Ventura became the first actor from the movie Predator to serve as governor. What state did Ventura govern? California was Arnold. Oh, you guys are so close. You're thinking of Arnold. Jesse the Body Ventura did not govern California. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jesse Ventura was the governor of Minnesota. I'm going to do an update on the score right now, so we can all tell. Oh, no, I think, yeah, we're good. Yeah. Okay, here we go. First place right now so far is Nick with 27. Nick with 22. Josie with 6, or Amanda with 16. Sorry. So Nick has 22. Amanda has 16. Bloop Blop has 1. Chlorine has 4. Josie has 7. That is the scoreboard as it stands currently. Here we go. Next question. Played mostly unseen by Earl Hindman, what is the name of the neighbor Tim Taylor frequently turned to for words of wisdom on the ABC sitcom Home Improvement? Oh, you guys got to get this one. Always stood behind the fence. Susie, you got it. We have a new score person on here. Awesome, Susie. Welcome to trivia. You got it. Wilson is the correct answer. You gotta write your name down. Okay, so Susie has a point. Wilson. Okay. What was the name of the 1990s fad, generally known as milk caps, which involved the players taking turns hitting a stack of pieces with their slammers? Pogs is correct. And the answer got first answered by Nick. Okay, is anybody from Australia in chat right now? Yeah, you got this one. So this one, we'll see who has it. Okay, Chlorine, this one's for you then. You're gonna get. I think you'll have a head start on this one. Alex Dimitriades and Catherine Halliday starred as students in an inner city Sydney school on the first season of what alliteratively named Australian teen drama of the 90s? I don't know how this got nice. Chlorine, you got it. Heartbreak High is correct. My so-called life was a good guess. I feel like this one everybody will have a chance to get. It's not continent specific. All featuring in the new Broadway juice. Oh my god, I can't read this one better. All featuring in the new Broadway jukebox musical and Juliet. The songs "Stronger," "Overprotected," and "Baby One More Time" were all originally performed by which pop star and icon of the 1990s? Britney is the right answer. Amanda, you got it. Britney Spears is the correct answer. Nick, you were too fast. You went with Christina Aguilera. Here we go. Next question. Unfun and Bivouac are both albums by what 1990s emo band that shares its name with a hard candy? I would have no idea on this one. This one's tough. I don't think I've heard of this band. It's the name of a candy that is you probably wouldn't want to. There you go, Nick. You got it. Jawbreaker is correct. I can't say I've heard their music. Okay, here's the question. Yeah. Okay, next question. 60 Songs That Explain the Blank is a podcast exploring songs like You Get What You Give by the New Radicals or Cannonball by the Breeders. What decade fills in the blanks? This one is super easy. There you go, Amanda. I mean, that was pretty much a free answer if Okay, here we go. Next question. I'm going to skip that one for now. What famous U.S. court figure received her JD from New York Law School in 1965 and handled over 20,000 family court cases in Manhattan before retiring from her position in the 90s when the second phase of her career brought her worldwide fame? There you go, Josie. You got that one. Judge Judy. Next question. In the early 1990s, what pioneer in the manufacturing of wrought and cast iron moved from its Minneapolis headquarters to Tennessee? The company's name brings to mind the kitchen more so than a blacksmith shop. This is a tough one. Black and Decker is not correct. Lodge is not correct. Both good guesses, though. I don't even know if this company's still around. It's something city. Betty Crocker, good guess, Blue Blop. It's something city. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's Flower City. I had no idea. Okay. In the 1990s, Walmart went global for the first time when partnering with Cifra, who was a retailer in what country? India is not correct. Good guess, Nick. China is not correct. It's not overseas. There's a hint. 5, 4, 3. International. 2. There you go, Amanda. You got it. Mexico is the correct answer. Remember when Walmart had the fish area? That was like the spot. Yeah. Okay, so that one, no. That one, no. Okay. The real life Torrance High School in Southern California played the fictional Sunnydale High on what TV series of the late 90s and early 2000s? The game demos, yeah. Mandy, you got it. Buffy is the correct answer. Buffy. Saved by the Bell. What was the name of the high school in Saved by the Bell? Remember? Bonus question. Bayside. Man, they got another one. Bayside. What popular let me start this one again. What popular gay 1990s stand-up starred on a titular sitcom from 94 to 98 and hosted a popular syndicated talk show starting in 2003 and ending in 2022? Okay, so Nick and Josie both answered. Nick came in first. It is Ellen. Nick gets the point. It's really close right now. In the 1990s, Wendy Kaufman read letters from an actual customers during the commercials for what S bottled juice brand? Hint, she was known as Wendy, the blank lady. I don't know if this drink is still around. It was huge in the 90s, though. Sprite is not correct. Good guess. Juicy Juice is not correct. Amanda, you got it. Snapple is the correct answer. How'd you like to be known as Wendy, the Snapple lady? The Singaporean ban on long hair that existed from the 1960s to the 1990s prompted concert cancellations by Led Zeppelin and what night fever disco band? Josie, you got it. Bee Gees is correct. Josie with another point. Okay, I'm going to preface this with this show is so good, and I want to rewatch it because it had some of the best episodes of like regular television that I ever saw. What 1990s sci fi TV show featured Jerry O'Connell as a scientist who invents interdimensional travel but ends up getting himself and a group of people lost, going from dimension to dimension every week? The S name of the show is also the plural term for the tiny cheeseburgers that some restaurants sell. Outer Limits is not correct. Stargate SG-1 is not correct. Sliders is the correct answer. Amanda, you got that one. That show is so good. If you haven't seen it, so good. The show is like, you know how they're doing all the multiverse stuff in every movie now? The show is like that, but it's so much better. American lawyer Johnny Cochran famously argued, if it doesn't fit, you must acquit. At whose trial in the 1990s? Nick, you got it. O.J. Simpson. In 1997, what 1997 Nintendo 64 game, widely cited as one of the greatest of all time, features James Bond up against a criminal syndicate and is named after the 1995 film in the Bond franchise? Josie got it. GoldenEye. All right. Next question. We have roughly 20 more questions for tonight. So, still anybody's game. Cher Horowitz becomes the captain of the Pismo Beach disaster relief team, donating her skis to the effort near the end of what classic 1995 teen comedy? Chlorine got it. Clueless is the correct answer. Okay, next question. For Harry and Lloyd, every day is a no-brainer is a tagline that appeared on poster for what 1994 Jim Carrey movie? Nick, you got it. Dumb and Dumber. What movie do you like more, Dumb and Dumber or The Mask? I'm partial to The Mask, but that's just me. Dumb and Dumber, eh? Next question. Ace Ventura is great. Here we go. Describing the life of a supermodel who famously told Vogue magazine for their October 1990 issue that we don't wake up for less than $10,000 a day. So what supermodel said that? She was a huge supermodel in the 90s. Cindy Crawford is not correct. You're a little bit too far in the 90s. Kate Moss is not correct either. We'll go 5, 4. Heidi Klum is not correct. 3, 2, 1. So nobody got that one. It's Linda Evangelista. She was like the big. All good guesses. But 1990 was like those people were a little bit younger. What web browser released by Netscape in 1994 was the browser of choice for a majority of internet users through the remainder of the decade? And it's no longer one, I don't think. Nick, you got that one so fast. Nick, you must have been a Navigator fan. Okay, here we go. What space telescope became notorious for its technical issues thanks to a badly installed mirror immediately after it was launched into orbit in 1990? Wow, good answer, Amanda. That was fast. This is a close game. So the top two right now are Amanda and Nick. And Nick has 28 and Amanda has 25. So this is real close. In the 1990s, the United Nations established the Oil for Food program to allow what Middle Eastern nation to sell enough oil to pay for food and necessities without expanding its military program? Amanda, you got it. Iraq is the correct answer. We're right close. Go next question. What territory of Canada and traditional Inuit homeland was officially established in 1999 after being carved out of the extensive Northwest Territories? Ooh, Josie got it. Nunavut is the correct answer. Okay, here we go. On January 1st, 1999 saw the introduction of what brand spanking new currency that supplanted the franc, the mark, and the Irish pound? Josie, you got that one too. The euro is correct. Josie's on a streak. What is the groovy feminist name of En Vogue's second studio album, which was released in 1992 and includes the hit song "Free Your Mind"? I guess you'd need to be an En Vogue fan to know this one. Five, four, three, two, one. The answer is Funky Divas. No points awarded on that one. Okay, next question. We have 10 questions to go. If you had a lot of hair things, jewelry, and other random odds and ends in your bedroom in the 1990s, what colorful plastic storage container might you have wanted to help you get organized? Good job, Amanda. Caboodle is the correct answer. Okay. This is a soccer question, so we'll test your guys' knowledge. What 1990 champion is the only nation to win a World Cup that no longer exists? Or perhaps, more accurately, no longer exists under the same common name? Any soccer fans here? Dominican Republic is not correct, but good guess. Istanbul is not correct. Brazil. Those countries still exist. Think of something that happened in the 90s that caused a country to unite from east and west. 5, 4, 3. Amanda, I'll give you the point. Germany is correct. West Germany is correct. So West Germany is the only team that's won a World Cup that no longer technically exists. Next question. What 1995 film was based on former Marine Luann Johnson's memoir titled My Posse Don't Do Homework? I think 94. Think Coolio. 5, 4, 3. There we go. Amanda got it. Dangerous Minds. So the question was, Amanda got it. Yeah, there you go. What 1995 film was based on former Marine Luann Johnson's memoir titled My Posse Don't Do Homework? And the answer was Dangerous Minds. Here's another sports question. In 1989, which football player and later failed politician was traded by the Dallas Cowboys to the Minnesota Vikings for 4 players and many draft picks, thus letting the Cowboys build their dynasty team of the 1990s? Who was traded to make that happen? He ran for governor of Georgia last year. Troy Aikman's not the correct answer. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the answer is Herschel Walker. He was the player that was traded. Here we go. Next question. In July 2020, Netflix bought 15 episodes of a 1990s reality game show to the streaming service, in which there were 3 sets of partners trying to fill a grocery cart with as much monetary value of merchandise as possible in just a few minutes. What is the name of this alliterative show? You got it, Amanda. Supermarket Sweep is the correct answer. So there's 4 more questions to go. What is the name of the software framework developed and maintained by Microsoft that was first built in the late 1990s and continues to primarily run on Windows machines with the C# language? Fun fact, this is a key piece of water cooler trivia stack. This one's tough. Java is not correct. I'll read it one more time. What is the name of the software framework developed and maintained by Windows or by Microsoft that was first built in the late 1990s and continues to primarily run on Windows machines with the C# language? Python is not correct. It's dot something. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All good guesses, but the correct answer is .NET. .NET. No points there. Here we go. Busy Bone, Wishbone, Lazy Bone, Crazy Bone, and Flesh and Bone are the sweetly singing members of what Cleveland hip hop group? Nick got that one. Bone Thugs and Harmony is correct. It's going to be so close. I got to see where the score is here. This is the last question. And Nick has 29, and Amanda has 31. So it looks like, unless there's a bonus question on here, it looks like Amanda's going to win, but it's like real close. Here we go. Question. The total amount of greenhouse gas emissions created by human activity is better known by what 2-word term, which originated from a concept conceived by environmentalist William Rees and Dr. Mathis Wackernagel during the 1990s. What's it called? Climate change is not correct. Greenhouse gas isn't. Oh, carbon offset is so close. You're so close. That carbon offset is super close. TOAC is not correct. Carbon footprint. Josie, you got it. Good job, Josie. I think that's it for the night. Maybe I'll do one more just for fun. This one's should be pretty quick. Get your fingers ready. When There's Trouble, You Call DW was part of the theme song to what early 1990s show from Disney Afternoon? Arthur is not correct. There we go, Nick. You got it. Darkwing Duck. Okay, so that is the total trivia for the night. I can give the scores right here. I have questions for next week lined up. Here we go. This is as results as of tonight, and the later board will be updated shortly. I can probably update it tonight because I kept score real time. So in first place, winning her first week, despite finishing second a couple weeks in a row, Amanda's Adventures with 31 points. Finishing in second place, the overall leader for the season so far, Nick Thunder, with 30. In third place tonight, Josie has 13 correct answers. In fourth place, Chlorine with 6 correct answers. And tied for fifth place, we have Bloop Blop and Susie both got a point tonight. So that was awesome. This week was more general trivia. Next week, we'll probably go back towards toys and video games and stuff like that. But I wanted to break it up and not be too specific on one subject. So tonight was just kind of a break. But yeah, everyone's doing great. I'm going to be probably going online at some point tomorrow, just kind of for like live streaming, just for like a general chat while I play some video games and hang out. If anybody wants to talk about like toys, collectibles, stuff like that, I'll probably be kicking around on live stream if that's the case. But yeah, everybody did great tonight. Next week, 7 p.m., same thing. And Amanda, reach out to me through my email. You can get that from my store, or thanks so much. You could do that from my store or my email on my YouTube information. It's pretty easy. It's Andrew's Collectibles 555@gmail.com. And I will get you guys your gift cards so that you can use them on my store. There's new stuff going up constantly. Every day I put more stuff up. So you don't have to use them right away, or you can. Doesn't matter. They don't expire. So we will see you all next week at 7 p.m. Thanks so much for everybody for participating. You guys all rock, and I'm having a great time doing with you guys. So have a great day, and we'll see you next week.